Hey guys, this is Starry from StarrySky and welcome to this updated Rage Tank loadout video. Now this video is going to be covering the new change I've done to my loadout. But first of all, I'm going to take you through the PowerPoints, and then I'll go to the loadouts so you can see how I've done the PowerPoints and specs. And then I will explain why I've made this change to the loadout I currently was using. So first of all, in the power tree, I'm going to go to the angle one, and I've put PowerPoints in Rage Blast, Relentless Anger, Eviscerating Chain, Channel Hate, and Without Mercy. In a punishment tree, I've put PowerPoints in Ragebringer, Severe Punishment, Remorseless Recovery, and Eerie. Now of that, I've had a lot of PowerPoints left over. So what I've done with them is, so first of all, I've gone and put them in the three main tanker ones which I need, which are Powerful Resistance, Nanoweave Armor, and Intimidating Gaze. Then I was left with like 3 PowerPoints, so I went and put them in Weapons Expert, Tactical Genius, and also I went and put one in Super Strength. Now this is just for fun because I'm using the hand socket, the socket mod for your hands, which basically Mighty Smash It, and that's the one, because I'm using Mighty Smash It. So this is just to go with that, just to have a little bit of fun and pick up something and throw it, just to do a little bit of nice damage. You know, especially in like T4 Rage, you can have a little bit of fun with it. So yeah, so the reason why I'll explain the reason why I've done these two for when I get to the loadout for. But I've done these two to go with the change I've done to the loadout. Okay, so that's the PowerPoints, and let's go to the loadout. Okay, so first of all I'll go from left to right, and then I'll tell you the change I've made and the reasons why. Okay, so I have Ragebringer, Without Mercy, Remorseless Recovery, Severe Punishment, Eerie, and Eviscerating Chain. Now the change I made is I basically, in the number 3 slot, I used to run Vengeance, and now I'm using Remorseless Recovery for, and this is why I'm using I've put 2 PowerPoints in Weapons Expert and Tactical Genius for, just so I can actually do more damage. I'll explain that in a second. So first of all, our main pool, Ragebringer. You know, basically like it's like the inescapable storm for Ragebringer. For Rage. Then we have Without Mercy. Basically, this is our close range AoE pool, and also you get a small heal from the damage it does. So any damage it does, you get a portion of that. It's the same with Ragebringer. You receive a small healing equal to a portion of the damage dealt. So whatever damage you deal, you just get a small heal from them. So it's always quite nice. And Without Mercy is also very, very good for ad control, especially since it does have quite a quick cooldown. When it pulls them in, it also lifts them up from TS, so it's very nice for ad control, keeping things with you. And then the main change for Remorseless Recovery. Your connection to the red lights of Rage allows you to manipulate incoming damage. You receive healing equal to a portion of the damage dealt to enemies from your weapon attacks or Rage combos. Now, with being a Rage tank, I'm not going to be doing any Rage combos, but I will be doing weapon attacks. And the weapon I use for my tanking is one-handed, so I'm able to get some nice quick weapon hits in. And this is where the 2 PowerPoints for the Iconic Tree, Weapons Expert and Tactical Genius playing for. Since I've put those ones in for, I've got extra crit chance and extra crit attack damage, so I'm going to be able to do a little bit more damage with my weapon and receive a bit more healing. This just basically, well, plus also it does do what Vengeance did as well. It also does significantly reduce the damage of Rage Crash if you do happen to suffer from Rage Crash at some point. So not only am I going to be reducing the Rage Crash I'm going to be getting if I don't cleanse it, I'm also going to be getting quite a nice bit of healing in from my weapon attacks. And you know, it also makes it clippable. Vengeance had an animation to it, which if you didn't clip it or have something to clip it with, yeah, you know, it kind of have an animation. For this, you know, it's just you can use it to clip like a pull with it. So it's just such a much more versatile skill, and it just increases survivability that bit better. And of course, we have our main skill, Severe Punishment. Now this is our it's just our shield. Basically, any damage we take for 8 seconds, so we get healed for it immediately back. Now, after those 8 seconds, if we don't cleanse it, we're going to suffer from Rage Crash. Which pretty much, with this skill, basically means all the damage we just got healed to, we instantly take back in one go. So we do have to remember to cleanse this. But also, a good benefit to this one for us, this gives us a nice 10% control resistance and a 10% health bonus. So it is very nice. So if you've got this gone, healing you for all the damage taken, and you have this going on at the same time. You're receiving a lot of healing from these 2 skills. And then we have number 5, which is Eerie. It's pretty much our breakout skill. You know, it just gives us a small heal at the same time, and gives us resistance to control effects. Well, I should say some resistance to it, and also benefits our teammates as well. And then we just have Eviscerating Chain. This is our cleanser. So I would say probably about when you've used Severe Punishment, you're taking a lot of damage. You would use Eviscerating Chain after about 6 seconds. I mean, you'll get used to it after the timing. And then you just cleanse the Rage Crash, so you just don't take any damage from it at all. Now there is a small cooldown in between before you can pop this again. Before the Rage Crash finishes, so you have got to be careful in those, I think it could be like about 2 seconds before you can pop this again. So this is why there's another benefit of using Remorseless Recovery 4, because this would give us more survivability before we can pop this again. So overall, this loadout is just, I would say, more comfortable, a lot more survivability in it, and it covers a small window which you won't have Severe Punishment on. So this is the updated loadout. Try it for yourselves. If someone else has done a video on this, then there's not much I can say about it. I don't really look at other people's tank loading videos, but if you have done a loadout, if someone else has done a loadout in this one, nice one to it. And I hope this loadout will benefit everyone else like it's benefiting me at this moment in time. So thank you very much for watching this. Until next time, I'll see you then.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light!